Hi, I'm Levi. I'm a passionate adventurer whose mission is to find the most unique one-night stays across America. Come along as we find innovative, awesome tiny houses, just like this one. This is Tiny BNB. Let's go explore. Welcome to the Nature's Nook tiny house. This tiny house has a tree growing right through the middle of it. It is so cool. Let's go check it out. We are in Dahlonega, Georgia today. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. And we are at Nature's Nook, which is this modern design tree house, and it overlooks the fern forest. You're really high up off the ground and you're basically eye level with the trees, and there's even a live oak tree with a pretty big diameter growing right in the middle of this thing. It is so cool. Anyway, on to the tour. Whenever you arrive onto the property, to walk down the path, and then you reach your first major area, which is this outdoor decking space, which is also pretty high off the ground as well. And this outdoor space is huge. There's a dining table out here, and right next to that, even a small fire pit for you to enjoy. But now we can walk to the tree house. There's this huge walkway that leads down to the tree house. Exterior wise, this is cypress wood that has been charred by fire to keep it bug resistant and water resistant, and it looks absolutely beautiful. If we take a look at the roof, you can see the tree that is growing right through the middle, and there is a singular water spout down here at the bottom, and that is aimed towards the bottom of the tree, so the tree gets plenty of water from the building basically blocking it. It is alive and thriving inside. It is so cool. So let's head inside and check that out. You'll walk inside, immediately you see the tree growing right through the middle. This is an oak tree, and it's huge. I can hug all the way around it, and that adds a lot of character to this tiny house. As you can see on the bottom and top, what they did, there's rubber kind of all around it, so nothing can come in and nothing can really come out unless I shoved my hand through that. But I believe that lets the tree be able to grow some still, and nothing can come in and out, and they had to seal it somehow. But with a growing tree, that's a little tough. So that's what they did here, and it works out really great. It rained a ton last night, and there's no water or anything in here. Bone dry. Now everything else in here, this is a really open space with a huge window that overlooks all the trees and greenery. Really private, lets in a lot of natural light, and it is beautiful. In front of that, there's a couple seating options right here. You can sit and just enjoy the views. Green seems to be the theme in here, with the green chairs and the green ceiling and the green nature all the way around. Everything else in this main living space is seating or bed options. There are actually 4 beds fit into this tiny house, which is incredible. The main one is this queen bed over here, tucked into this nook with some windows on the side, really comfortable and beautiful. And above that, you can climb this white ladder, and this reaches to the bed up top. And then on the other side, the bottom one is kind of a day bed, but it works as seating options or a bed. There's lots of pillows here, and even underneath there's some storage to store all of your stuff in. And up above this one is another bunk bed. So 4 beds total, which is crazy in this tiny house, I think, and it still feels really spacious. Now, one of the really awesome design aspects of this tree house is the flooring. This is hand-cut poplar wood, and it looks beautiful. 1, I love the color. 2, it is really smooth, and it feels great to walk on. And 3, it is just beautiful with these huge wide planks and this natural looking cuts through them. It is so cool. I haven't seen anything like this in any of the places we have been to. It makes me want to do it for my own tiny house. And the poplar wood even goes up through the bedding over here on this side with the queen bed and the bunk above it. Now on the back side of this treehouse is your kitchen and bathroom. This kitchen is pretty small, but has everything you would need. A small mini fridge, a microwave, your sink, the beautiful countertop, which I think is concrete. It is really thick. I like it a lot. But you even have cabinets up above this, and they leave some coffee supplies for you, some s'mores supplies for the fire pit outside, and even 2 tickets for free coffees at one of the local coffee shops. After you're finished with everything in the kitchen, this door right here leads to the bathroom space. You open it up and this is a really large bathroom. You got your toilet, you got your vanity next to that, which the countertop matches the same in the kitchen, a really cool mirror and some hanging lights. The lighting options in here are awesome. And then your shower up on this wall, which is pretty unique. You have a waterfall shower head, some windows, and there's even this cubby on the back side that you can put stuff on top of while you're showering, like your shampoo and stuff, or you can store your towels and other necessities in here. So that is the bathroom space, and that is all of the interior space of this tiny house, which is incredible. The tree with the flooring, with this huge window, huge. I love it a lot. Now the last thing is this door that leads out into your deck space. Let's head out there. Out here is a huge deck space, and there's even a couple chairs right here. These are made out of old whiskey barrels, which is really cool. And the views here are amazing. Look at all the greenery just around. It is so peaceful. Out here you can hear the birds, and like I said, you're really high up off the ground from over here, and you can overlook the fern forest down at the bottom, or even the trees. It's beautiful. Once you're done hanging out at the treehouse, you can take a quick 10-minute drive to the downtown area, get some parking, and go explore that. Look at this view right over here. You can see for like 50 miles, you are on top of the world here. And this view is right off the front door and patio space of the Sassafras Treehouse, which I'll be giving you a tour of, and this is one of the coolest tree houses ever. You can't get a view like this at many places, so I think you'll really like this place. Let's go check it out. We are in Rising Fawn, Georgia, right at the top of the border, pretty close to Chattanooga, Tennessee, so the views and the nature here is so beautiful. And this treehouse is right on top of one of the bluffs up here. You'll drive, secluded property up the driveway, there's trees everywhere, and you made it to the Sassafras Treehouse. You can walk down this path and your treehouse is right on the edge of this bluff, and it just looks incredible even from this back side. You have the huge staircase leading up to it, and there's paths that you can take everywhere. The treehouse is a tiny house with a really cool layout, so let's walk up these steps and go up there and check it out. When you're walking up these steps, you can enjoy the trees all around you and the views, and then you finally make it to the treehouse. Up here is your first section of the decking space, and it wraps all around this treehouse. The trees coming through the deck, you have a swinging chair right here to enjoy, and this is where your first door is at, and it is a Dutch door, which is my favorite. It splits right in half, so on the inside you can open up just the top half or the whole door. I think these doors are so cool, and this one was reclaimed from an old estate. On the inside you can see the knobs, and it's just beautiful. But let's head back out and walk around the rest of the deck. Then you walk around the rest of your deck, you'll pass some seating options that they incorporated right here, and then this is it. This is your deck with this beautiful view right out of your front door. Couple seating options. If we take a look at the tiny house, it is this beautiful black board and batten. There's lots of angles, lots of beauty to it. I think you can even see like this crow's nest up here. That's where your bed is at. Be sure to keep watching because you don't want to miss that. And you can just have a really peaceful time out here. I can't say it enough. It's beautiful, but you can walk on the inside and check out what this tiny house treehouse has to offer. When you walk inside, it is bright in here. It's pretty roomy for a tiny house, I would say. I love the white walls. I love the style of shiplap they use, and even the floors. These are reclaimed wood floors, and they just look great. This first section you walk into is like your living room and kitchen space. This open area definitely makes it feel more roomy and your kitchen is back here up against this wall. You have everything that you need just for a couple nights stay. All your coffee supplies is also here for you, which is really nice. So just a small kitchenette over here. On the other side is your living room space. You have a really nice comfy couch here and a record player over here on the other side. But one thing I do want to point out about this space is all of the windows. I think that is really important with a space like this, so you can see all the beauty around on the outside and the natural light, and they even leave 2 skylights up here in the living room. So this is definitely a really beautiful spot to sit at and enjoy. And then behind the sliding door off of the living room is probably my favorite thing of this tiny house, and this is your bathroom space. In here is probably one of the best bathrooms I have ever seen, just because of the views and everything you get. Windows all around it, and there's this huge bathtub. Definitely can fit 2 people right here against these windows, and you can sit here, have a bath, and look out into the windows and enjoy these views. This is just incredible, and it's really roomy in here as well. Now you can walk out of that, and the rest of the space is a small dining area underneath these beautiful reclaimed wood stairs. Even above right here, the reclaimed wood for the loft underneath the exposed beams looks beautiful. And of course, here's where your Dutch door is at. But let's walk up the steps and into your bedroom. It only gets better from here. Up here is the crow's nest, I would call it. 360-degree windows all around up here, and you even have a better view of what you have outside from up here. And the bed is nicely tucked into this cubby. I think it's really cozy up here. And that is really it for up here. It's just the bed and some beautiful, beautiful views. Underneath this tiny house is your hot tub with one of the best hot tub views I have ever seen. If you look out past me through the trees is the beautiful view of overlooking for miles and miles. So this hot tub is so cool. Right behind me is another stone path that leads you down to a really cool feature as well. I almost tripped there. I'll take you down there. Down here there's a couple cliff edges, and they incorporated an outdoor shower right along the cliff edge. And the view from here is just as incredible as well. We can turn the camera and you can see through these trees. That is your view while you're showering out here in the cliffs, in the rocks. It's so cool, I think, how they incorporated this. And you just get to shower outside, all private, and enjoy nature. But we're not done yet. Let's head back up the path, and there's another path that leads out to a really cool overlook. Let's head up there. This is your fire pit area with the best fire pit view ever. You can sit up here, enjoy the views, and if you want, there's even a day bed up here, right here behind me. And you can sleep here, you can sit here and enjoy this view right over here. I mean, this is incredible.